Welcome to Informatica Support videos. My name is Vishal and I'll be taking through this video. The topic of this video is how to generate or import the MFT user certificate. In MFT we use certificates to connect to different systems so that we don't have to use username password. So there is in MFT console there is a certificate manager utility which manages the digital certificate and private keys. It helps us to generate the user certificate and certificate signing request. It can also help us to export the certificates or private keys, and also export and import the certificate authority certificates and making the certificate authority certificate as either trusted or pending. So we'll see how to generate the SelfSign user certificate. So we are in the MFT console and I have clicked on the certificates. We need to know how to create the SelfSign certificate. I have clicked on the users. We'll right click on the users, click on generate SelfSign user certificate, click on yes, and we need to give certain details like certificate name, company name and the password. I'll put all the details. So I provided all the details and I click OK to generate the certificate. Certificate is generated. All the certificate details can be seen on the right side. So we'll now know how to export the certificates which we have created now. We can either export the user certificate and private key separately, or we can export them together. So we'll see both the ways and import it in our environment again. So I'll just click on the certificate, right click on export, click on user certificate, just use one encoding, click on export. So I'll save the certificate. So now again I'll right click, click on export, export private key. It needs a password, give the password for the private key. I'll save the private key. Now I'll export both of them together, which also can be done. So just give the password and a name. And I'll save this as well. So I have exported the user certificate, private key separately, and I have also exported as one individually and as together as well. So we have done the export of the certificate. Next thing is to import the certificate which we have exported. Okay. So these are the certificates which we have exported with private key, and I have just unzipped it so that we can import them. So I just click on users again, click on import user certificate and private key. So I just give that new certificate name. password. So it needs certificate and private key. So the earlier we have exported the certificate and private key separately, so we'll use it here first. Click on import. It will need the file. I'll give certificate. Click on open. Then it needs private key. And give the key and click on open, and it has imported the certificate. Now we'll import again. This time we'll import the user certificate and private key together, which we have used the other method of exporting it together. So this time I will use the personal information exchange PKCS, and I'll click on import. I'll click on this time P12 extension file with P12 extension, and click on open, and it has imported the certificate which we have exported together, the certificate and private key. So here we can see the certificates and the certificate details which we have imported. Okay, so we have seen how to import the certificates. So this concludes our video. We would like to hear from you. Please do write us on supportvideos@informatica.com or tweet us on twitter.com/infosupport. Thanks.